Yo, what's good, guys? This is Drama here. I just want to say before the video real quick, make sure to drop a like if you guys go on to enjoy anytime during today's video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, if you guys want to see more awesome videos like this in the future. And make sure also to turn on all post notifications by tapping that bell so you guys will stay alerted every time that I post something to the channel or whenever I do a live stream. With all that being said, you guys, hope you guys enjoy. Yo, what's good, guys? It's Drama here, and I'm back with another video on the channel. Whatever, guys, in today's video is going to be some Friday the 13th discussion, and it's going to be about, obviously, Friday the 13th, the game. About Jason X and the Jasons after him that's going to be added. Now, we all know we got Roy, which in my opinion should have been unlockable. I mean, for all the players like me that have played so many games and like unlocked a lot of stuff, you know, after the level cap was increased to 150, I really do believe that should have been a thing to where we had to unlock at least like 50 something, because we unlocked part 4 Jason at 46, and I just feel like Roy, I mean, the only reason I'd say Roy isn't unlockable is because he's not really Jason, but he comes with all his abilities, and he's like OP as fuck. So that never really made sense to me. But anyways, moving on to Jason X. So Jason X obviously is going to be Jason's going to be added. It was confirmed by Friday the 13th, the game, by them putting him in Virtual Cabin 2.0. It says coming soon, and then obviously get killed by him. It shows the Grendel map. So, I already made a video really talking more about how I think the Grendel map's going to work with escape pods, how he's going to be killed. So I'm not really going to get into too much detail on that in this video, but I want to talk about his strengths and weaknesses. So if you're on a space ship, so I think that it's definitely going to be stock. It's going to be destruction and maybe not can run, shift. Weaknesses: can't run. That's honestly the only one, like, before this video, like, I was thinking about that he can't. Maybe throwing knives. I don't know about bear traps. It'd be really weird for bear traps on Grendel map. Maybe they'll make something up new, something different, some kind of trap, like a trap to where Jason punctures a hole in a certain room, and then the counter goes in there and gets sucked into space. If you guys seen the movie, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you've seen Jason X, so yeah, that's my strengths and weaknesses for Jason X, which will hopefully be added next, because the Paranoia was the before we seen Jason X in Virtual Cabin 2.0. It said coming soon with the Grendel map. That was before that. It was Paranoia that said coming soon, and that never came out. And we got information a couple days ago saying that it might not ever come out, and that kind of worries me about Jason X, because it says coming soon, and that can mean it might not come out till like springtime, summertime. Like, we don't know. We're gonna get it obviously until we get a trailers or some confirmation or something like that. All right, so with that being said about Jason X, let's move and talk about the other Jasons that could be added. Now, another really cool Jason I think that could be added would be the Jason from Freddy versus Jason. Now, that Jason, he was pretty badass, man. I mean, that kill with the bed where he crushes them up in the beginning, he looked badass. And he had like a strength of like punching someone, like air punching, like that. I was not a big fan of that in the movie with the fight scene where like they punch someone and they go flying. Maybe that can be implemented into the game. I don't know how that would work. Maybe with like a Freddy versus Jason type, you know, fight or something, which I'll talk about in a different video. That'd be really cool. Like I said, I don't know if they would add him with Freddy, if that would be a different DLC, or just in general, just add that Jason then call him Part 12 Jason, because he looks really badass. And you know how I love that scene where he's on fire, then he picks up that like something and throws it like a sphere or something, throws it at that one dude, and it was really cool. So his strengths, I believe, would be can't run. Definitely would be morphing and maybe shift. And then weaknesses would be obviously water, because in the movie he was afraid of shit as water. And also, I want to say like throwing knives and maybe bear traps too. So yeah, alright. So the next Jason I have for you guys is going to be the Reboot Jason. Now, the Reboot Jason is fucking scary. If you guys watch the movie, he can actually like run, unlike the other people we have that says can run. This dude can actually run, like, I mean, fast. So I believe he'd be the fastest Jason. He'd run pretty good. I mean, I don't think they'd make him that fast, because it wouldn't be really fair, to be honest, if he ran like that fast like he did in the movie. Obviously in the movie, I remembered his strengths are bear traps. He had a lot of them. He can run, and I believe maybe Morph would be another really good strength for him. And then weaknesses, pocket or throwing knives, not bear traps. Weaknesses would be like maybe like stunning him, and something else. I'm not too good with the weaknesses, you guys, because it's kind of hard to think of some weaknesses with some of these Jasons that are not even in the game, and trying to remember the movies. But yeah, that's another Jason. That'd be part 12 Jason, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know, that'd be really cool to see that Jason in the game. I'd like to see that Jason in the game. Like I said, it'd be a Jason I don't think a lot of people would be too hype about. I mean, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't call him Reboot Jason. They call him, obviously part 12 Jason, but that he definitely could be added, and it'd be really cool. Now, moving on to the last two Jasons are going to be the Kid Jason. And Kid Jason, I mean, it could work. I mean, we've seen him in Virtual Cabin 2.0. He drowned the person in the boat. I mean, if they put him in a game like that, I mean, they never in any way like indicated that would ever happen, but it could. I mean, I don't see why they couldn't. I mean, it'd be really weird having him in a camp and you see this you hear like little legs walking around like a little alien or something, instead of these huge freaking bear sounding like big huge steps like Sasquatch, like all the other Jasons. And his strengths obviously be water. He'd be super fast in water, because that's the only time we've seen him. I think in the movie too is in the water. Another strength would be speed, can run. Another one would be maybe shift as well. Weaknesses, he'd have a lot of weaknesses because he's Kid Jason, so he wouldn't be that strong. Obviously he's got a supernatural power, so he can die though. Obviously, like the only time he couldn't die was when Tommy brought him back to life in part 6. But he could have like weaknesses like no throwing knives, no bear traps, and stun. He can get stunned real easy. So that's another thing I think that a weakness could be for him. Now, the final one for you guys is going to be Pamela. Now, Pamela is going to be someone I think that could be added with maybe like Paranoia. And we got to find out like who the Pamela is, what Pamela is going to be the one with all the powers or something like that. Or maybe they can just add her as like a counselor, and then maybe she can just have the supernatural powers like implemented with the new Paranoia mode, if that ever happens. But if they do just add her like a regular Jason, obviously it's just going to be called Pamela. It's not going to be like called Jason's mom or whatever. Or if they do, it'd be like part 1 Pamela or something like that. So I don't know about her strengths and weaknesses though. I mean, her strengths would probably be can run, maybe like throwing knives and shift, I want to say. And the weaknesses, I'd say compare it to Roy, something like that, like less bear traps, can get stunned easier, stuff like that. But let me know your guys' thoughts and ideas about all these Jasons that could be added. Like I said, the Jasons that could be added, it's going to be Jason X, I believe, and it's going to be the reboot Jason, which would be part 12. Then part 11 Jason would be the Freddy vs. Jason, and then Kid Jason and Pamela. That's it. Those are all the other Jasons that can be added. So if they did skip Jason X, those would be the other Jasons that we could look forward to. So I'm really hyped and looking forward to having all these other Jasons in the game. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on like how they can work in certain maps, and especially the Jason X one. That's one I'm really confused about, because it has me concerned with what they did with Roy, because Roy did not he spawns in Jason's shack, and I know that it would take a lot of like developing and time to put into like him to like come out of like an ambulance or something like that instead of the shack. So I understand, because it would have caused a lot of bugs in the game. But I think when they do release the Jason X thing, it might be its own like game mode or like different like separate thing. You know what I'm saying? And if it is a Grendel map, like I said, maybe you can only be like a higher level, or you can only be Jason X. And for Jason X, I think the level is going to be at least 90 something or in the hundreds. Honestly, I hope it's in the hundreds. So they gotta treat the higher level players. I mean, I know they did with the increase to the level cap, but I really believe that Jason X should be a character that should be it should be unlockable, because he's going to be super overpowered and he's going to be the most badass Jason we've ever played with. I hope I'm good, because I'm level 110 now, 111. So if they did put him in today, hopefully I'd be good. But let me know what you guys think, man. Like I said, what level do you guys think Jason X should be like released at? Like 60s, 70s, 80s. Me, I think it should be like at least 95 to like 120 something, in my opinion. That's just me. And then about Pamela, I think that'll be a lower level. Kid Jason, probably level 0. Reboot Jason will probably be like 50 something. And then Freddy vs. Jason, I think that'd be like in the 70s or something like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about my Jason's theories about being added into the game. And yeah, I mean, it just makes sense. Those are the only other Jasons left, and that's the ones obviously they're hopefully gonna add. You know, hopefully all this year. That'll be pretty dope. But yeah, it's gonna wrap it up, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. It's your first time watching, stopping by. Also, make sure to tap that bell so you guys can stay alerted every time that I post something to the channel and whenever I do a live stream. And with all that being said, you guys can wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. This is your boy Drama, and I'm out. Peace.